Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Actually, today I'm gonna learn something new. That's something that I've never done. It's gonna be my first time. Sounds pretty simple, but since I've never done it before, it might be tricky. But yeah, I decided to do it. Dude, the sun is just killing me. Really? Alright, here is my lovely 1983 Honda XL600R. And what am I gonna do today is basically I'm planning to do the oil and filter change on the motorcycle. I'm gonna do based on the Clymer's handbook, which it sounds pretty simple. So yeah, let's do it. Before starting the oil change, since I haven't ridden the bike for like a week or so, it recommends that before doing the oil change, you start the bike and you ride it for about like 10 minutes for the oil to get warm up. And basically, because when you don't ride the bike, the oil, I mean, most of the oil goes down to the crankcase. So warming it up, it helps to make it like more liquid and easier to drain. So I'm gonna start the bike, I'm gonna leave it to run for a couple of minutes and then take it for a ride, and then we'll start to do the drain. All right, here I am on the page 27 on the Clymer user manual for the XL600. And basically what we need is a drain pan, which I don't have a drain pan, so I'm gonna use a Dollar Tree bucket. We're gonna need a funnel to run the oil inside the engine. And we're gonna need the engine oil, which I normally use the Honda 4-stroke, like original OEM engine oil. And we're gonna need a oil filter and a couple of wrenches. So basically what we need is wrench number 14 and 17, which comes like as a standard tool in the motorcycle's toolbox. So first thing I'm gonna need to unscrew is this crankcase drain screw, which I need to use the wrench number 17. All right, let's survive this. Look at the oil, it's so crappy. All right, as you can see, we removed that screw and the oil is draining, but one one thing that it mentioned it in the book is basically when you when you remove that crankcase screw, it's better to remove the dipstick, so it helps the oil flow better. So I'll remove this, and here it is. All right, now that we removed the crankcase drain plug and removed the dipstick plug, now we need to open the actual, like the main drain plug, because basically these are dry sump motorcycles, meaning that a big part of the oil, it's stored inside the frame. So basically somewhere in the frame. So we need to unplug this other screw to have the oil completely drains. So this one should be pretty simple because we have easy access to it. But yeah, be careful, don't burn yourself with the exhaust. So for this screw, we're gonna need the number 14. I really have no idea when is the last time that this bike has the oil changed. So it's all about, oh my gosh. Ooh. Look at this. Oh my god, the oil is just completely black. That's crazy. So in the book, it says to leave the bike for like 15 to 20 minutes to drain all the oil and then refill. Last thing to do before actually putting the new oil is I'm gonna need to open this cap, because this is the cover for the oil filter. So I'm gonna remove this and I'm gonna check the oil filter and replace it with a brand new oil filter. All right, now I'm gonna open the oil filter cap. But the interesting part is the size of the screw is 8mm, which I couldn't find it in my original toolbox. I checked my NX toolbox as well, and I didn't see this size, which is weird. I don't know if they included it or not, but I'm gonna open this cap. But I'm gonna need to actually put a bucket here, because I think there might be some excess oil jumping from here. So I told you. Oh my god, Jesus Christ. Look at this. Look at this. and I'm gonna use a fabric to clean up inside the this container, and then put the new oil filter back on. I'm gonna use some paper towel to absorb the remaining oil. That's dark. Jesus. And then I'm gonna use this to perfectly clean it up. All right, super clean. Now it's time to put the oil filter. These are like the original Honda oil filter, which is, I think, interchangeable with the XR650L. Oh, I mean, most of the XRs, I believe. Not sure, but that's what the part guy at the dealership told me. So one important part about putting back the oil filter is pay attention to the letters on the oil filter, which it clearly says outside, and it says this side and the spring towards engine. So means the spring goes here and then they go all back together towards the engine, right? So be careful about that. And here it is. I don't know if you can read it or not, but here it's pretty visible. So I'm gonna put the spring first. For the spring, it really doesn't matter. It doesn't have like a front or rear, but this is the most important part, which, all right. Okay, there it is. Another thing about the oil filter cap is basically right from here. It's just, you know, it's identical. You can put it back like in any way that, I mean, in any way possible, because it's just round. But the important part is there is a hole here, which oil comes from the engine and from the frame into the oil filter, right? So you need to make sure that you put this in the right direction, which is actually, in my case, it's, I think it's on the bottom, or no, it's on the, in my case, it's right here. It's on the left side of the it's on the left side of the filter container. And also there is a line on top of here, as you can see, this line, see, there's a line here, and there is a line on top of the container. So basically putting back the oil filter, and this way putting back the just like this. Now we're gonna fasten the screws, bolts, whatever. There we are. Nice and clean. The other thing is, when you're done with replacing the oil filter, make sure to clean it up, like super clean. So when you start the bike after changing the oil, you gotta pay attention to it and make sure there isn't any oil leak coming from that. All right, now it's time to put back the plugs and add the new oil. So when it comes to the oil capacity, it says 2 quarts. It's gonna be about right. Like 2 quarts equals like 1.8 something liters, which I prefer to measure. So I have a measuring cup. This is like 16 ounces. So I have to put like four full cup for 16 ounces, which equals to 64 ounces, which it equals to 2 quarts. You gotta do it like slowly, let it run over, and actually gonna put a towel here, so I'm not gonna drop anything on the gas tank. First cup, second cup. There we go. And one last cup. Alright, sounds like there was already some oil in the engine, and the whole 2 quarts, it was a little bit more than it needed, so I'm gonna let it sit for a bit. Alright, I'm done with the job. I changed the oil, and now I'm going to start the bike and let it run for a couple of minutes, and then check the oil level with the dipstick. And then I'm gonna readjust the oil. If there is too much oil, I have to remove the main screw and just drain some more oil and then check again, since I felt like I overfilled the engine. So yeah, let's start the bike and see how it goes. Alright, I did one last check and everything was fine. So I guess that's it. Well, thanks for watching this video, and hope you liked it and hope it was helpful. If you liked it, please subscribe, and there is more to come.